Greetings, everybody. This is the class for Business 1 for March 27th, Case Study 2, which is Dino Conti Ice Cream. So let's get started. How can a popular ice cream maker increase sales? Background. Too small for me to read. Dino Conti Ice Cream is based in Santa Barbara, USA, manufactures and distributes ice cream to consumers in California. It produces 15 flavors, which it distributes mainly to supermarkets and company-owned stores. Its most famous product is its classic chocolate ice cream, sold under the Super Cool label. Many people believe that Dino Conti's Super Cool chocolate ice cream is the best in the world. Dino Conti has expanded rapidly in recent years, but now its growth is slowing down. Recent fall in profits has disappointed the management. The owner, Paolo Conte, wants the company to become more international. So just looking back here again, so Super Cool is the flagship brand or the flagship flavor, and it's primarily sold in supermarkets and in company-owned stores. So the company-owned stores, what would that be? So think about if Baskin and Robbins is sold at the supermarket, well, their company-owned stores would be Baskin and Robbins ice cream stores. So same thing. That's the Dino Conti ice cream stores. Now, track 24, you're going to listen to an excerpt from a board meeting, and you can make some notes under these headings. Why are the reasons for the falling profits? Could it be prices, products, equipment, environment, or outlets? So let's go ahead and listen to track number 24.
Companies. Track 24.
It's true our results haven't been good. Our pre-tax profits have fallen once again. It's all very worrying. Well, we know one of the reasons. Our two main competitors have been cutting their prices, so our prices are beginning to look rather high. They've also been increasing their advertising spend to get a bigger market share. But it doesn't explain everything, does it? How do you see things, Donna?
It's not a crisis, Paolo, but we do need to make changes as fast as possible. The way I see it, we don't offer a very wide range of flavors. That's not helping us. And our packaging isn't very exciting. It gives the wrong impression. It could be the reason why our classic product isn't selling as well as it used to. Okay, so what do we need? More products and more outlets. We must reach more than the big supermarkets and our own ice cream stores. Also, it'd be a good idea to upgrade our equipment and storage facilities. Maybe our fleet of trucks as well. They're terribly out of date.
Plenty to think about there, Donna. How about you, Bill?
Well, I'd say innovation is the key. We need more new products, exciting new products people will want to buy. Don't forget, people are health conscious these days. So how about bringing out some fat-free flavors? 100% fat-free, made from natural ingredients, no additives? Another thing, Paolo, we need to be more green, to do more for the environment. Recycle our containers, take the fat out of our waste products. Then give the pure water to local communities. That sort of thing. Maybe donate money to charities like a heart or cancer foundation. That'd improve our image for sure.
So back here, so we listened to the excerpt from a board meeting. And as you saw here, we had Paolo Conte, Donna, and Paolo Conte, and then I think it was Brian. Now, this is very interesting. So look at chart number 1. That's Dino Conti's main products as percent of turnover or gross sales. So you can see here the brown color. It's classic super cool chocolate ice cream makes up 41% of all of their sales. Now the next 6 top brands, top selling flavors here makes up 32% of gross sales. Other flavors make up 14%. Iced yogurt makes 6%, and novelty products make 7%. And the novelty products are like iced fudge, chocolate bars, and lollipops. Iced fudge would be like the flakes of ice that are chocolate fudge flavored, and then lollipops is what we call like in American English is suckers. Basically, but they're ice cream. So the next part is called the future. Paolo Conte has $3 million to invest in his company so that it continues to expand and become an international business. Here is an extract from a company profile that appears in Business Magazine recently. Dino Conti can continue its remarkable growth, but only if it solves its present problems, develops new products, and finds new markets. So how can Dino Conte spend the $3 million to reach the goals set by Paolo Conte? How can you do that? So let's look on the next slide here. So here, there's 10 different possibilities for how to spend the money, the $3 million. The first one is build a bigger factory. That's 2.4 million. That's more, so the benefit is more production capacity and lower unit cost. The second one is export to China and Russia. That's going to cost 1.2 million. The benefit for that is new markets, greater sales potential. Number 3 is buy out its major competitor. That's going to cost 2 million or more, 2 million plus. So that'll reduce competition and increase production capacity. Number 4 is develop a range of exotic fruit drinks. That's $2.5 million. And you can move into a new area. Number 5 is upgrade its equipment and fleet of trucks. That'll cost 1.2 million, and that'll help to lower costs. Number 6 is distribute to more outlets. That'll cost 500,000. That'll increase sales and profits. Number 7 is increase its advertising budget. That's 500,000. That'll increase sales and improve the company's image. Number 8 is make the company more green. That'll cost 800,000. That'll help to improve the company's image and sales. Number 9 is improve the product's packaging. That'll cost $400,000, and that'll help to increase sales. Number 10, offer free ice cream to all its consumers 1 day a year. That'll be 600,000 plus. That'll help to raise awareness of the company, and it's good for PR. Now, what are you going to do in your groups? Well, you all are directors of Dino Conto Ice Cream. You're going to meet to discuss your investment plan. So first, do this by yourself. You need to make an investment plan, which you can see here below, and choose the different options that come to $3 million or less. And then you can make a little bit of a presentation that you can give to your group members when you do come together. So you'll be able to say what you think are the objectives that you're trying to do that Dino Conte had stated, and what's your strategy and how are you going to implement it. So your strategy would be, for example, I want to lower costs and increase market share. We would do that by doing options, such and such, such and such, such and such. This will cost this much money, but the benefits we're going to be able to do blah, blah, blah. You should write that out, and then it's easier for you when we do the case study that you can make your presentation, 2-minute presentation to your team members on how you would spend the $3 million. Then what you'll do later, that's the first part. The second part is you're going to discuss all of the different options, the costs, the benefits, and then the third part, you're going to come together and agree on a final investment plan on how to spend the $3 million. Now, let's also discuss the writing. So as a director of Dino Conto Ice Cream, write a proposal document to your CEO in which you list the investment options you have chosen. Give arguments for each option as well as the cost and the benefits. Sorry, my apartment is giving a notice. Sorry for the interruption. So here, you're going to do now this is a proposal, so it'd be called an investment plan. It's going to have an introduction, objectives, options and benefits, the costs, the schedule, and a summary. Now remember, when you do your midterm exam, we're going to choose 2 writing assignments from the first 6 case studies. It'll be exactly or almost exactly the same as the writing assignment, but you're going to have to do it in class. Now, if you look back on the slide, it says the investment plan, objective, strategy, and implementation. It's almost the same. Strategy and implementation of here, it would be objectives, options, and benefits. You can write it either way, but this is how they were suggesting to do it. Now, what's in the introduction? The introduction gives useful background information for the proposal. So here you can kind of state a little bit from the background information of what you're making this proposal for and why. The objectives. Now, the objectives say what you want to achieve. So if you think the strategy is based on this and this, then you should state the object or the to be able to enable the company to do this and this is what we're going to make this plan for, etc. Options and benefits. Here, this section gives details about the plan and the reasons why the actions are necessary. So here, look back at the tape script and also the background and the information, and you're going to say why. Like if your objectives are to do a certain thing, then this is kind of like the reason for doing it and why you're doing it. What are the benefits of doing the strategy that you're planning on doing? Now here it's going to be the costs of those strategies. So if you said to lower costs as one of your objectives, then you could say to replace the fleet of replace the old trucks with a fleet of new trucks. That would be an option, and the benefit of that would be it would greatly increase or decrease the costs involved in shipping the product. And here you'd write, for example, replacing the old fleet of trucks with new ones. It costs this much dollars or euro. So here it had 3 different items that are costing something. So here there should be a matching 3 options and benefits. So going back, if you chose, let's just, for example, say option 1, 2, 3, build a bigger factory. So in the writing assignment here, the option, the board of directors has agreed with the following investment plan to build a bigger factory because this would increase production capacity and lower the cost per unit. That would be like the first bullet. And then here on the cost would be like build a new factory, cost this much money, a schedule. Building a new factory, this will start immediately after it's been approved by the board of directors, starting on whatever date, and should be completed within 6 months, 12 months, whatever it is that you think it would take. And again, second, if you end up choosing to do 5 different things, then you're going to have 5 different bulletins here of different options, 5 different bulletins with the different costs, and then a schedule for each one of these things. When's it going to be started? When's it going to be completed? Now the summary, this explains how progress reports or is checked. So, for example, you could say something, it could be point by point. For building a bigger factory, we are going to be on site every day during the building to make sure that targets are met or the completion target is met on such and such date. Again, you could do a summary just in general, or here it's by bulletin point. You could do a summary for each part of the different options, which is the different costs, the different schedule, or it could be a general summary, which is in a paragraph form. It's up to you. And there's no set layout for the proposal. So this is kind of how I'm expecting you to do for the homework assignment and for the midterm, but this is a general layout of how to do it, but I want you to follow this one for the homework assignment and also for the midterm exam. Now, a proposal should answer some of these questions. What needs to be done? Why did you choose the options you selected? How much will it cost? When will you start and finish those options that you said? And who checks the progress? Is it going to be checked by Dino Conte, by the directors, by like the marketing manager or the design manager, whatever? You need to list. There's no right or wrong answer, but you should list who is responsible for each of the projects. Okay, and then here, Yes, so I wrote from the first excerpt from listening to track 24, prices, products, equipment, environment, outlets. You're going to write what you heard that goes underneath these. And I've already explained the tasks. And I also wrote like an outline for your investment plan on how to do that from the introduction, objectives, strategy, implementation, the cost, the schedule, and the summary. So the the investment plan here, that's something that you can do as part of the homework. You don't have to, but you can do, because this writing assignment will be due later after we have the the actual group case study when we do those together. So you're going to have to turn in the writing assignment, which is going to be exactly this writing assignment. You could do this one just as a practice, what you think it should be, and then once we actually have we conduct the case studies, then you're going to write a new one. It may be the same, or maybe different, or maybe modified, but it's up to you. Remember, I would do this as part of the homework just because it's practice and it's good for you to practice. So that way it'll be easier for you when you do the midterm. Okay, everybody, thank you very much, and I'll see you soon, hopefully.